What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Surge Exploration Metals. Their ticker symbol is NILIF, as you can see indicated right here around my cursor, and they are currently trading at just 12 cents per share, down from their previous high of about 73 cents per share back here on 9/6 of 2019. And ever since then, they did reach a low of 2 cents per share before rallying back up as of late to 34 cents. They pulled back alongside the rest of the market and are currently sitting at a pretty solid support level of about 12 cents per share. I think right now they're an absolute buy at these prices. I think this company is really going places in the future. I'm going to be getting right into that right now. As you can see, I have this PowerPoint pulled up. I'm going to briefly touch on some of these points, talk about why I'm bullish, a little bit of the background of the company, and where I believe they're going in the future. You can see this is titled, In the Realm of Mining and Exploration Stocks, Surge Battery Metals is Truly Unparalleled. Combining an absolutely huge portfolio of claims across the richest regions of Canada and Nevada, they've effectively de-risked through diversification at a level that most competitors cannot match. And to manage that portfolio, they've assembled a team that begs belief, including Greg Grimer, former VP of Canada's massive BP Hydro, and strategic advisor Chip Richardson, lifelong banker with experience working with everyone from UBS to Morgan Stanley. And to back all that up, the company has a debt-free balance sheet with $4.2 million in liquid capital. The keyword there being liquid capital, guys. That's absolutely huge. Fully funding their planned exploration for the next year and locking in enough runway for roughly another year after that, with options to increase that cash hoard up to $8 million via warrants if needed. Put simply, this company is offering potentially blue chip value at penny stock prices. And I do agree with that statement, guys. Great balance sheet, great management, great ownership, and a great overall company that is kind of flying under the radar at this current price. As you can see, meeting the demand for EVs and clean power. If you are a believer in EVs and clean power, then you will be a believer in this company. Personally, myself, guys, my portfolio does consist of a lot of clean, green energy, clean power, and a lot of EVs. I do believe they are the future. As you can see stated right here, as the world gradually transitions to electric vehicles, EVs, demand for the so-called green metals used in the production of batteries is soaring even faster. And this is something that kind of goes under people's radar as well. Like, people know, oh, EVs are the future. They buy these EV stocks, but they don't really buy these companies that produce the batteries or anything needed in the production of those actual vehicles. You can see minerals like copper, nickel, and lithium are integral to the process of battery construction, so demand is skyrocketing as more major automakers begin to produce their own EVs. We've seen companies like Ford even come out and say that they are creating their own electric vehicle. You can see this is the EVs driving demand growth forecast 2019 versus 2030. You can see this clear and steady uptrend. And this chart over here on the right to show the global number of EVs in the next 20 years in millions. It's projecting a 60x increase by just 2040. And by one measure, demand for minerals like lithium, copper, and nickel is soaring 500 faster than demand for the EVs themselves. Next, I want to briefly touch on this point right here. Surge Battery Metals is stacking the deck with prime mining prospects. You can see they're one of the only metal exploration companies on the TSX with resources in all three of lithium, nickel, and copper. And the company's holdings do include 5 primary areas across 2 jurisdictions, British Columbia in Canada and Nevada in the United States. Both these jurisdictions are among the most favorable in the world for exploration and mining thanks to sophisticated infrastructure, friendly regulations, and a wealth of local talent that makes it easy to find geologists and needed personnel for those jobs. So obviously, you guys, that is absolutely huge. And then to close it off, all the way down here, you can see why this massive portfolio could be the key to Surge's future success. Mining and exploration can be extremely difficult, cost-intensive, and unpredictable business, and new mines can cost a fortune to discover and develop. They can take years and require support and help from host governments, and even after all that investment, fluctuations in metal prices can still wreak havoc on operations. But with these 5 projects and the hundreds of claims contained within, Surge Battery Metals, has a nearly unrivaled level of flexibility and freedom when it comes to both exploration and mining. And depending on prevailing market conditions and early exploration results, the company could prioritize individual sites, then use the windfall to fund further development in other metals. And this level of freedom would also allow the company to potentially spin off successful mining projects for acquisition, in turn funding future development, mining, and future exploration. So obviously, guys, all of these reasons, all of these points discussed here are absolutely huge reasons to be bullish on Surge battery metals. But as you can see, guys, to close things off over here, back to the Webull chart, like I said, pretty good price, trading at 12 cents per share. This is a pretty strong support level that they have bounced off of in the past. And during this kind of market-wide correction or this market-wide dip, I would be a buyer at these prices. You can also see, as indicated by these volume bars in the background, as of late, they have had much more volume, which is always a good sign. Volume drives price action. Volume drives prices back up, and that's exactly what you want to see going forward. Personally, guys, I do expect a move. If I go ahead and zoom, oh, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and zoom over back to here, grab this trend line right here, and I do think they will have a move kind of like this all the way back up to about 25 cents, and that's going to be my first price target for NILIF. Following that, I do think they could break this previous high of about 34 cents per share and then be well on their way to 50 plus cents in the long run, maybe even $1 as things progress. But overall, guys, I think this is a great company that's flying completely under the radar. I think you should definitely check them out and do your own research before investing. But with that said, guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.